The narcissist is trying to beat you with an image. They create an image, and this image is supposed to do the work so that they don't have to. They may be trying to intimidate you by showing you how many friends they have, how much more popular they are than you, or that they are stronger than you, they're better connected, they have more resources. The idea is that you collapse, or you overreact, and you spend all your resources, all your energy in a ridiculous and stupid display, at which point either they can attack you, they may be stronger than you anyways, or an authority figure will attack you. So it's the idea is that you overreact or that you underreact based on this image that they're presenting. I've talked to a lot of people who are fooled by this image. They say, oh, but the narcissist this, the narcissist that, and so you can almost see the person lost in their mind, really buying into it. And the person has given up. It's like certain avenues are cut off. Like, oh no, because this and that and the other thing. And they said, especially when people say, but they said this and they said that. Well, they say a lot of things. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. When you're faced with these images, this I like to use the word projection. I know it's not correct in the psychological sense, but to me, it's the narcissist throwing an image of themselves out there. They're projecting this image of who they want you to see. But it is an image, and it is designed to beat you, so that the narcissist doesn't need to do any work. Rather than trying to interact with this image, what you need to do, and you're going to find that this is a theme that I will expound. What you need to do is to withdraw. Politely, ideally. The less the narcissist knows that you know, the better. If they think you're stupider than you are, that's great. You can play along with their image, but always with narcissists, 90% of your interactions with them are when you are not there. 10% is when you are there. You've got to do your homework. So, the narcissist intimidates you. It's like if someone says, I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to beat you up. Well, you should be thankful that they have warned you. You should hit the gym, or you should get, the appropriate authorities, what have you. More often than not, they have isolated you and the authorities are not available to you. So they may just be implying. Let's say they're implying they're going to beat you up. So you could attack them, but you're probably not ready. Or you could cower and give up. No, the idea is that they have warned you. Their grandiosity betrays them, and they have warned you. So you need to hit the gym. You need to learn some self-defense. This is the basis of dealing with their image. Allow it to motivate you to protect, defend, to change your life. You use that image as a motivator. You don't buy into it. They're showing you what they want you to do, or what they're intending on doing, or rather, not really what they're intending on doing, because they'd rather do nothing. They'd rather speak things and have them, let there be light. They're very envious of God, you will find. You'll find the narcissist continually wanting to be God. They want to speak things into existence. I'm going to beat you up. I'm better than you. You'll fail. No one's going to do this. No one's going to like you. We don't like you. We're going to reject you. This is what will happen to you. If they can beat you with words alone, that's a very easy victory. You might be sort of hoping that they don't mean it, or maybe, you can talk them round, or there's something you can think, you can maybe not care, or maybe you can talk your way out of it. And this is just you punching that tar baby. They want you to interact with them mentally, at least. Maybe they want you to talk to them. Maybe not. They want you to try. They want you to care. They want you to look at that image on the wall of who they are, how big and tough they are, while they pick your pockets. That's the idea. You're supposed to watch the image, not the actor, who is not anywhere near as powerful as they're making out, which is why they use the image. The image is supposed to do work. It's all about how things look to the narcissist. That's their magic. Think of them as an illusionist. The image they're projecting towards you, take that, leave, and now you've got to prepare. Whatever it is you think that you need to do to strengthen yourself, you do that. It just may be you're going to get fitter. You're going to walk more. You're going to change your image. But again, we are the inverse of them, so we're going to be authentic. So for example, if they are threatening to beat you up or something, or implying their might, you're going to hit the gym. You're actually going to get strong so that they can't do it. You're not going to say to them, or you're not going to do that, you can't do that, please don't do that, I'll beat you up. You're not going to use words or thoughts. 90% is what you do when you're not there. You've got to do your homework. You're lucky that they have warned you. That's silly. You think about it. If you really wanted to do a deal, you wanted to affect someone, it's probably better not to tell them what you're going to do, if you really mean it. Imagine a robber saying, I'm going to rob your house. I'm going to rob your house. Going to rob your house. This is just intimidation. This is not really the intent to rob the house. If you're a real robber, you just rob the house. You don't talk about it. So, be someone of action. It frightens narcissists when they encounter people that don't talk a lot and get a lot done, because their magic doesn't work on these kind of people. It works on those who like to verbalize, who like to engage and verbalize and blather away. The more you talk, the more you lose. Tell the narcissist where you are, you give yourself away. If you say nothing, they don't know. But again, saying nothing and doing nothing, or doing some kind of drugging yourself out, sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever it is, whatever your fix is, if you just hide away and destroy yourself, you're going to lose. Their image has worked on you. And again, if you're just going to rage, blather to others, break the law, maybe you're going to slash their tires or start getting, doing things that are borderline illegal or just outright illegal, again, you're going to lose. They'll catch you. And they'll live on that for a long time. They will live on that for a long time. You've got to always embrace the work that the narcissist has kind of set for you. That's the winning attitude, is to say, I'm not going to say anything, I'll show them. It won't be an image, it's going to be the real thing. There'll be substance to what I do. I'll improve myself in some way that counteracts their image. I'll undermine their image by my actions. This always requires more work, which is fine. You don't want to be a narcissist, just someone trying to speak things into existence. You're going to do what you're going to do. You're going to get things done. You're going to be the real deal. You're going to improve, grow. You will intimidate them by your presence. If you become more powerful, you may not need to say a single thing. They may catch wind of your achievements. They may see you. You're looking healthy, strong, fit, radiant. They'll become afraid. They are a predator, so they are looking at your body. They're watching you very closely, looking for weaknesses, but also noticing strength. They don't want to be humiliated by someone more powerful than them. They thought they had found a sucker. They thought they had found a dupe, but you have disappeared. And now you're someone else that they don't recognize anymore. It's different. You're not putting out your whimpering little signals that you do. You rage. You're not letting them know where you are. They're blind. Now, if you do nothing, your pallid, sallow skin will give you away. Your gaunt look, your haggard appearance, that'll give you away. Now they know, oh yeah, I've got this one. They're on the ropes now. They're destroying themselves. I don't need to do anything more. They've generated a civil war inside you. They've caused a collapse. Your will to win, your will to live, gone. You've given up. Or alternatively, you embrace violence and insanity and psychosis. And now you're just doing crazy shit. Crazy, crazy shit. It's not good for you. You get caught, you're in trouble. You do something bad, you're in trouble. You'll feel bad about it. You'll feel guilt later on. You'll go crazy. You'll go psychotic. Arguably, this is the borderline neurosis-psychosis split. You'll withdraw, fret, and chew your fingernails and keep chewing till you get up to the wrist. Or you'll do bad things. You'll go crazy. Enter some kind of psychotic world. Perhaps you feel that. Perhaps you feel that moment where this other character takes over. This kind of amphetamine-driven character with the craziest ideas that seem quite normal in that state, in that altered state of rage, psychosis, fear. It's a total, you've been shot with some kind of, PCP or, meth. You're crazy. This is not the way to win. They're trying to do this to you because if they can dysregulate you, they're going to beat you. But if it's a straight out fight of effort versus effort, they're going to get crushed. Nothing like a determined borderline who's just channeling. They're channeling that neurosis, that psychosis, that energy. They're channeling it into an activity. They're going to get something done and nothing will stop them. It's terrifying. Borderlines are incredibly powerful people once they get going. Because that same resistance to pain that enabled them to endure what the narcissist did for so long is now aimed in a different direction. It's incredibly powerful. You can think of narcissistic abuse as your training. You're very tolerant to pain. You put up with a lot of shit for the wrong reasons. Now you're just going to aim that power. It's like a hose. It's like the way they cut through rock with water. You're just going to aim that focus and that intensity at your task, and you're just going to burrow right through that rock face. Nothing will stop you. As long as you find the right thing, the thing that you should be doing, the lesson that you've got to learn, you'll smash their image to pieces. They'll flee, or they'll try and befriend you, or they may battle you and lose, be humiliated. You've got to take that energy away. You've got to take your fear, your anxiety, your rage away from them and not give it to them. They want it. They want that heat. You give them cold. The heat you take. That's your smelter. That's your forge, that rage. Now, when you are in a state of rage, of whatever, fear, anxiety, I would suggest that before you begin to do your task that you take a walk. It may sound silly, but if you have too much energy, it can, you might hurt yourself when you're attempting a task. You may just be distracted. It's crucial that you just simmer down a little bit, just get to a workable stage. You just burn off the excess, let it cool a little bit, Pull that sword out the fire and, You got to let it cool a little bit. And then, when you have cooled down, it's time to get to work. They're going to intimidate you? No, you're going to become what they fear. An accomplished, capable person who will prove that they are wrong, who will prove that their image is fake and phony because you have done the work. You're not going to beat these people by talking and thinking. That does nothing. It does nothing at all. In fact, it's negative. Sitting there ruminating. Ideas will come to you. If you get on with working, ideas will just come to you. It'll be when you're out walking. It'll be when you're just digging, painting, stitching. The idea will come to you. It will just appear. A light on your shoulder. Like a bird alighting on a branch. You know, they're going to wait and see. If you calm down, are you dangerous? You know, if you're nice and calm, then they land. The same thing with good ideas. It's your intuition talking to you. Maybe it's God talking to you. I believe that these ideas come from somewhere else. Myself, I'm a bit of an animal with animal desires. But sometimes these good ideas strike me. Uh-huh. Ooh. I don't feel that I have thought them through or anything. I didn't sit there grinding away, the constipated look on my face, trying to think it out, sweating. No, I was doing something else, and the idea just seems to rise to the surface. Hey, what about that? Oh, yeah, I could do that. Ooh. You can beat these people, but you have to tear your eyes away from the image. If you keep staring at it, you'll lose. It's supposed to transfix you. It's supposed to hypnotize you. But if you choose to disbelieve it, then you'll get working. You will beat them through your work, your ferocity, your tenacity, your sheer output. You'll be like a man or a woman on fire. You may have felt that before. There's a kind of a happiness to it when you're burning, when you're really getting what you should be doing done. The words will come to you, the words to say to the narcissist if there's anything. It'll just come to you. It'll be a byproduct. Rather than, you've thought it all out, you'll say this and then they'll say that and you'll say, who knows? They may not even be there when you roll up with your your pre-planned clever words. You may have wasted all your time. You may say the wrong thing. It could be someone else there that you hadn't counted on. You give your stupid little speech and now you're an idiot. You're a fool. So take it away. This is about being alone and getting it done, getting things done that are important to do. This is, I believe, the borderline learning, because borderlines are people who want to be around other people to feel comforted. And so fear is what makes them do this, and fear must be faced, and it must be faced alone. Sure, you can ask for help if you're really stuck, but there's something, I guess I like to call it borderline joining. This idea that I will join and then I will do. I won't do anything until I join. I've got to find the right person. I need the right person. It might be I need the right thing. I've got to have the right, it's got to be just so. It's just fear. It's fear talking. It's fear lying to you. Some narrative in your head. You're just scared, that's all. You're afraid of the fight. You're afraid of failing, afraid of losing. And so you make up some parallel story. Well, if I just get this person, then it'll be fine. Well, they may end up being a problem also. You may try and find someone to stand up to the narcissist for you. And then, it could go wrong. I mean, there's a time and the place for that. The person's making violent threats. Well, But Narcissists like to play the margins, plausible deniability, like to appeal to your sensitive nature because they are sensitive too. They like to play that game, that subliminal game. So, you can pick up what they're putting down. Okay, that's what you're trying to get at. You don't have to say it, you don't have to acknowledge it. You just have to get to work. It's time to intimidate them. And you will intimidate them by what you do, not by what you say. What you say is just the cherry on the top. It's not, it's not the sundae. You got to do the work to beat the narcissist. It's a puzzle. They're a puzzle. It's like one of those stories where the hero encounters these different entities and has to use their mind to, how do you beat the Medusa? You can't just run in straight at her. You'll be turned to stone. Oh, yeah, what if I look at her indirectly? What if I affect the narcissist indirectly, not by attacking them, but by taking away all their oxygen? Not by acting on them, by acting around them. These flying monkeys that you fear may start to like you more than them. You may provide the goods and services that the narc did. All through hard work. There's no other way. You've got to give up magical thinking. Let the narcissist leave me alone. And it was so. No. We're not gods. We've got to get over that idea that we can think or talk something into existence. You've got to do it. Don't be like the narcissist. Accept the way that things work. You put in the work, things happen, things move and change. You're going to be alone. And that's what it is. I'm sure you've had enough socializing to last several lifetimes. Fear-driven socializing. The terror of being alone and having to do the things that you should do. The things that your DNA scream at you to do. We're all different. We all, maybe you could say, are programmed to want to do different things. Some like music, some like sports, some like both, others like numbers. It is what it is. The narcissist is your best personal trainer that you're ever going to get because they are relentless. Keep working. Just keep working, getting those things done. And I don't just mean making money working. Because we've got to have a broad life. There's a whole lot of things we've got to do. Have a nice broad life. Nobody envies a workaholic. A haggard, miserable workaholic. They would love that if you would destroy yourself for work. They don't want to see you looking happy, cheerful, with a varied and interesting life. They would like you to experience monotonous misery. They want to drive you into that state of monotonous misery. You've got to keep it a bit broad. Health and fitness, diet, hobbies, maybe some music, maybe reading, maybe you want to learn a new skill. Learn about a new area, a part of history, who knows? Because if you do that, you might forget the narcissist entirely in their silly intimidation, and you might just run across them, and there's you buoyant. You've forgotten all about them, and there's an energy to you and a vitality, and they sense it, and now they're afraid. Nothing they did worked. It seems to have backfired on them. You're intimidating. What is this thing so full of life? They had tried to drain your life from you, but now you are even more vital than before. This is terrifying to this parasite. You're becoming increasingly immune to it. You're beginning to feed off it. Imagine be like a creature that liked to eat COVID. something that would devour COVID and would love it. Imagine if your body was like that. You should love to eat pathogens, you feed off them. Narcissistic abuse is your supply. You are the anti-narcissist. You are the narcissist's narcissist, the psychopath's psychopath. Something terrible about you, about your long teeth and your grin, your smile. Something terrifying. They know they're being devoured by you. You're eating the narcissist. You're reminding them of the thing that they fear, which is their own death and dissolution. You're picking them apart, piece by piece, dismembering them. Oh, I'll have that. Oh, yeah, I'll have that. Health and fitness, I'll take that. Stronger body, better mind, I'll take that. I'll work on that. Thank you for the ideas. Thank you. Great idea. Yeah, I'll go and work on that. Yeah, thanks. Good. Got anything else for me? Yeah, you're the Hannibal Lecter of Cluster B world. Bad guy to a bad guy. Mouth closed. Mouth closed. Get to work. Learn what you got to learn. Organize what you need to organize. You can do this, but you will have to close your mouth and look away and get working. This is the only way you're going to win. Nothing else works. Oh, but if I find the right person, Robert, I just need to join. I gotta join with somebody or something. I can't bear it. I gotta join. I gotta join. No, you don't. You're not a baby anymore. This is probably you're in the peak of your powers. This is, you're going to get older, and then you will have to join. You have to join an old person's home. Maybe a crochet club. I don't know. This is the one time that you can stand up on your hind legs and get it done. There's a window in your life that's like this. It's not always like that. Not like that when you're a kid, and it won't be like that when you're too old and frail. But now you are strong enough. So you need to get to work on whatever it is that will make you able to combat this person, or to negotiate around them, to not need them anymore, to become formidable, intimidating in your own right. It hurts them when other people look to you and they become irrelevant. And then no one believes their silly image anymore. It's just obviously bullshit. Paper tiger. It's going to hurt them, but hey, they started it, didn't they?